The Steelers are back home for the first time in 2018 after 3 weeks on the road. During the road trip, they've picked up a third-place trophy in the Continental Cup Super Final, also suspensions to Fitzgerald and Yampton, and a long-term injury to Robert Dowd. The remaining Steelers take on high-flying and high-scoring Guildford tonight. New to the Elite League this season, the Flames are a place above Sheffield in the standings going into this one and have the league's top point scorer John Dunbar and former Steelers playoff hero Jeff Walker in their lineup. Eric Neiley makes his home debut as these teams meet for the first time since the opening weekend of the season when Sheffield won 7-1. A big home crowd is on hand and hoping for something similar. First venture across the blue line for the Steelers. And here's Valdix. Operating on a line with Nelson as always. It's Neiley who takes the spot of Robert Dowd. Surely they won't be able to find quite the same chemistry as they have in previous weeks, but the Steelers will certainly be hopeful. The centre spread in tonight's match night programme is a photo of Dowd, Valdix and Nelson, and the Steelers will certainly miss Robert Dowd, not just as an individual, but for the way that he combines with his fellow line mates. A big opportunity for Eric Neiley tonight, and the Steelers enter the offensive zone again, switched across far side. Steelers moving in dangerously and scoring! What a start that is! Flicked into the top corner, and right on cue, it's Eric Neiley.
Yeah, it's a great play here. Neiley just steps across through the hash marks. The Guildford defenseman there, Kevin Phillips, doesn't step up enough to stop him from gaining the center of the ice area in that hash mark area. And then Neiley just comes in and absolutely rifles a nice little wrist shot high and hard into the top part of the net.
It's all a little bit tight for Matheson, and he makes the smart play as he always seems to do. Seems to have a sixth sense to know where everybody else is on the ice. And here comes Jonathan Phillips, and again he just leaves the puck behind. He was making the moves and didn't have the puck on the end of his stick. Mustakovs with a flashy glove save, and the crowd enjoyed that one.
Yeah, some good end-to-end action there going up and down the ice. Unfortunately there for Jonathan Phillips to just overhandle that a little bit, but a nice little play here as you see the shot coming, a fake shot. Again, we're nice to see the Sheffield player just step up there and close the gap a little bit so that Mustakovs has a little bit more time to react to that one.
Good kick save coming in from Kurotzi on the long shot, straight from the face-off. The Steelers taking on the slap shot effort. Flames into the zone. Mustakov stretches out and it's been knocked in. There is the equaliser. Dunbar has got it, and we have ourselves a tie game.
Yeah, you look at the look at Reddick here. It's kind of a broken play. It gets put to the net, touched in here, and Mustakovs actually makes a fantastic little toe save right there. But you look at Dunbar's just quicker than Davy Phillips, and he puts it back off the, looks like the left pad of the inside leg of Mustakovs and bounces it off him and puts it into the open net. So great reaction there by Dunbar. You can see why the guy's got a lot of points in the Elite League this year.
Glove down by Francilla. He's done well. He's under pressure. Needs to keep the puck moving. Does so. Now Fretter trying to turn it back inside. Francilla battling with Reddick. Here's Waugh reaching out, turning away from trouble. Still goes Matthew Waugh. Fretter. Final few seconds of power play time. This one hasn't been as dangerous as the Steelers' first 2-minute advantage, but there's still an opportunity. Shot is straight into a block. They might get in a follow-up opportunity. They do. Glove save made. The puck is there, and it will get across the line. Just as the penalty expires, it's nudged home by Matthew Waugh.
Yeah, you look at how hard he had to work in front of the net. Ben O'Connor just puts it to the net here, and there's a short rebound, but Matthew Waugh's in there, and he's the quickest to react, and he doesn't get a lot on it, just shovels it, and you can just see it just trickling up and going over the line. But you know what they say, it's only got to cross the line, it doesn't have to hit the back of the net. So good hard work in front of the net.
Now here comes Marquardt, driving wide and barreling forward. Taking the direct route, even though there was a body in the way, and the hand has gone up from the official. We're going to get a penalty here, and it's going to go against the Flames. And Mustakovs wasn't quite sure. He had to wait until the puck was touched, and then he heads straight to the bench.
I've not seen anything there as well. I have to look and see on that on the replay whether it's going to be an interference call possibly as the puck went by the Guildford defender.
Wallace with the hands, touched on by Phillips, plays it across. The net is empty, and it's put in. The The Steelers have got another on the delayed penalty, and it's Waugh who celebrates again.
Well, it's a great job here. Jonathan Phillips does a great job getting the puck through the defenseman that moved through Lundin and makes a nice little pass, and you can see Lundin doesn't do enough, and Matthew Waugh gets 2 cracks at it here. Lundin just sort of switches off there for a couple of seconds.
So the third power play of the night for the Steelers. They're 0 for 2 so far, but they scored 1 second after the last one has expired, and they scored with 6 out on the ice, so it's not quite been a night that reflects the statistics. This can often be the case on power play and penalty kills. Rock the Block Drummers providing the beat as the Steelers look for this opening with the extra skater. They'll try the one-timer, but not a strong shot from Waugh. He scored his 2 goals from a combined 5 feet tonight.
And not one of them have touched the back of the net.
One-timer from O'Connor, and that one's deflected in. Not sure if it's Waugh or the defenseman, but it's goal 4 for the Steelers.
Yeah, you know, this is what helps Sheffield out an awful lot is their power play, and Westwood does a great job. A nice little pass back, but yeah, hard to see if there's a deflection in front, but the reaction there from Ben O'Connor is that it's gone straight through with some great traffic in front of the net there by Matthew Waugh again. So
Francilla brings that one out of the corner and moved on for Jonathan Phillips, trying to cut in front, backhand attempt. Karotzi saves and the puck doesn't get free.
Karotzi does a great job there. Jonathan Phillips driving in hard. He only recognizes that he has a backhand coming through, but Marquardt makes a great pass through to Phillips, who beats the defenseman here, and you can see right there he's on his backhand. Good job by the back-checking defenseman as well. And Jonathan Phillips actually does a good job trying to get that puck elevated. It actually hits the Guildford netminder high up in the chest, but he's square and he's down to control the rebound.
Lauren is a Guildford fan. She's tweeted in, watching the game with chocolate and marshmallows. It's good to us. Opportunity for Kirk on the backhand. It's found its way through.
Nice little
Send
set
that
play.
one to the Scouts.
Yeah, excellent. Nice little set play. All the way around Valdix. Kirk, Shudra, Arson gets a shot through. It kind of bobbles through from Arson. It goes through, but Liam Kirk is quick to jump on it there, and you see the 2 youngsters having a good high five. Excellent work by Liam Kirk to jump on it, recognize it, and pop it in the back of the net on the backhand.
O'Connor stepped forward and made an interception, but couldn't quite get the puck out of the zone. That might allow Guildford to try and set things up. Closing stages of the power play. The slap shot comes in. Mustakov saves it once and then twice, and then gets back to smother it. Oh, he saved that one as well.
Well, there's a couple of lucky bounces there, isn't there? You look at Ben O'Connor in behind. We said that Mustakovs have to come up big. Nice play here, cross crease. Fantastic one-timer. You can see the power coming through, and it gets a deflection right there in front. I don't know if it's Francilla, the Guildford player, but look at Mustakovs trying to fight the puck off. He fights it off and makes 2 pad saves, and then it just trickles in behind, but then gets a lot of help as well. And look at all the Sheffield players in there doing what they got to do to battle to keep that puck out of the net. That's the confidence, that's the working hard for each other that Sheffield needs to do at the minute.
Walker behind the goal, brings it back out, shot from the angle. Mustakovs kicks it on its way. Again, the Steelers keep the Flames away from it when the puck's in those dangerous areas. Walker once more into the crease, and there's the goal.
Some good hard work there. Guildford finally break through there. They just up inside of Francilla, and Walker makes a good pass straight tape to tape, and you can see right here it just gets inside. That's what we were saying, that on the 5-on-3, if Mustakovs can knock down those cross crease passes. But a great job there by Walker down low to get it out to Rachinski, and Rachinski, all he has to do is put it up over the pad and into the open net.
So a pair of roughing penalties. They're not called coincidental, so it is just 4 aside, and the Steelers will try and break using that extra space. Oh, and that's going to be a penalty for sure. No doubt about that one, as Westerling is caught by Davis.
Yeah, it's another one of those back-checking things where it just comes up and catches him. We'll see it here coming through. It's not an intentional play, as you can see, as far as I know. The hook is there, goes to lift the stick and misses. You know, it happens all the time, that sort of play. It's not an intentional thing. He's going to get, looks like a 4-minute penalty here for being some blood on the ice. if I can see what the referee is obviously gesturing in there for 4 minutes for the high stick.
Wallace centering them this time. Shudra had his stick caught up in amongst the body of Walker. He's got it back now. Flames are down the other end of the ice. Lundin towards traffic. There's an open net and they'll put it in. Simple tap in. Mustakovs is left frustrated. And Walker has got himself a goal on his return to the Steel City.
Yeah, good job back door. Just get the shot away here, Lundin, quickly, and it goes back door, as you say. Nice little deflection there. A little bit of a broken play, as you see. Both Kirk and Wallace are going the opposite way, and that's a simple tap in for the big guy with an open net with Mustakovs flailing around. But Ferguson does a good job in front with Francilla just to touch the puck across.
Yeah. They picked up a win last week. Winning so far in the third period tonight. Steelers are winning by 2, and that one deflects just over the top. Mustakovs was reaching up, couldn't get in, and was very grateful to see it drop. We've had 8 of them here, and that one, oh, it did come off the crossbar. They need a bit of time away from their own defensive zone. But at the moment, the visits beyond the blue line are not resulting in any meaningful shots. It's not even one and done, it's none and done at the moment.
It's just as you say that, just about turns over, but
they will turn it over. Here's the chance. Oh, they will slide it in. It's Nelson who makes the difference. And Guildford got caught.
Yeah, we were just going to say that one and done, they're not even getting that. And just on cue, Valdic strips the puck, but what a fantastic little fake here by Levi Nelson. Watch him fake right here with a good hard inside edge, which just makes Carazoli just go to his right and get off balance.
A more comfortable final couple of minutes than it may well have been. That goal from Nelson out of nothing, just securing the victory. A few Steelers fans are going to make their way home and beat the traffic. Plenty more, and I hope webcast watchers will be among those staying to see the Steelers victory lap. All the post-match presentations, we'll have it all for you here on Steelers TV Live. Nelson plays it into the slot. The puck is knocked across to the far side. Steelers to it first. Here's Neiley. He's had a good game tonight. Oh, and he's played a lovely feed out front. It's Valdic who's hammered it in. What a great pass from Neiley to set it up.
Yeah, the good hard work there. If you look at the hard work that's done, it was actually Levi Nelson skating around doing all the hard work. Neiley does a great job corralling it off the boards, and Valdic's coming and arriving at the right time, and he buries it.
Here's Wah. Played out into the crease, and it doesn't get as far out as Davis wanted it to. Pass into the corner wasn't what the Steelers needed, but they're not going to mind. They're going to win this game by a 4-goal margin. The Flames made it close, and they might have had the Steelers a little worried for a time, but a couple of late goals have just padded the scoreline, and the Steelers have now won their last 5 home games in all competitions. Steelers man of the match tonight is Eric Neiley. 1+2. And on his first taste of hockey in Sheffield, he's shown the crowd exactly what he's all about.
He's not experienced the lap of honor that he's got to do either. It'd be nice to see one before you get called to do one, isn't it? See, they don't know. Look, they're all trying to explain to him what he's got to do. So who knows what's going to happen?
I'd like to think he's seen some of the highlights on Steelers TV Live. And I'll tell you what, he's set off at quite a pace. We haven't seen a lap as fast as this one for quite some time. And he's going to ride the stick home. And the Steelers are going to take 2 points home with them tonight, following a 7-3 victory.
He's done that quick because he knows we've got Edinburgh tomorrow and it's a long bus trip and they need to get home.
Eric, when you think of home debuts, you think a goal, 2 assists. You couldn't have asked for any better, could you?
Yeah, that's about as good as you can draw it up, especially with the win, so it was fun.
That was a pretty hot eddy. You went very, very quickly. Was that part of the plan, or did you not know about it?
The lap?
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. They were telling me as I was taking the picture here, so I'd never seen it, so I didn't know. But
You were in Minsk with the boys. You've had your first taste of Elite League. How are you finding it?
it was good. It took me a couple games to adjust to the size of the ice and stuff, but everybody was great welcoming me in, so it's been a pretty easy transition.
It looks like a pretty easy one from up here as well. Eric Neiley, everybody, give him a huge round of applause.
Paul, you came into the game a little bit short-handed, but the players who turned out for you tonight put in a sterling effort.
I don't think the win today should be underestimated. You know, you lose your top two scorers. You use Yamteen, who's been easily one of our top performers over the last month. You know, Fitzgerald, who gives us our 6 back there. So we had to play with 5D, and we wanted to use as many bodies as we can. Cole's, come in and playing up front. Liam pops a goal. Every line contributes offensively tonight, and against a very good team, great speed, and I like them a lot. I like what they've done there in Guildford, and it was a very well officiated game today. We had a great second period. We took it to 5-1. They popped a power play goal 5-2, and they had a little push at the start of the third period. But once we got the 6th goal, then the 7th, we got to enjoy the last few minutes of the game, and I'm really happy.
First goal always going to be important, and nice for Eric Neiley to get off to a great home debut.
Didn't he just? Yeah. I mean, we like him. We like what he's strong on the puck, and I know around the net he scores all his goals from kind of 5 metres in. And we wanted to pop him up, have a right shot option for Valley, and Levi. Obviously, they play together. Westy popped up between 67 and 15 today, and Jono, went with Mags as a pair, and we rotated 3 centres through our 4 blocks of wingers. So yeah, great for him. He hadn't got a clue what to do on the Eddie. So if he has another good game, pick him next time because he'll know what to do. But really happy, David, with the whole performance. And we had a long week last week and a lot of travel. We didn't get in till crikey, what knows, on Monday night. But we learnt from the time before when we came back from the Continental Cup before. We played in Milton Keynes, and we give the guys an extra day off this time to recover because with the travel and the 3 and 3 and when we got back to it Thursday and Friday, it wasn't easing them back in, it was bang, bang, bang. We were really focused on getting ourselves ready. So we learned from that because, we played more hockey than anybody. And the games catch you up, and being short bench like we are, we've got to be the team that has that energy and has that spark. And I thought we had that in abundance tonight.
Matthew last week seemed to be back as well, being the old Matthew. And again, for him to get another 2 tonight.
I think Matthew's been back for a while. I mean, there's times when he wasn't scoring, but I think he's getting round the net. We're getting pucks to him in the areas that he loves to score goals. And again, he had another strong game today, real strong game.
Talk to us about tomorrow now, because Edinburgh have had, they've started to have better results, and it's a tough ask to go all the way up there tonight. It is.
And they'll get our full respect, as everybody does in this league. And they've had a couple of good wins. I believe they've won tonight as well. So, we got to get on the bus, be ready, be fresh as we can be. And guys get a good meal in them tonight, and we'll show them some bits and bobs on Edinburgh again. We haven't seen each other for a while. It doesn't matter about the scorelines between us previously. It's about tomorrow night, and we've got to be ready, focused, be smart away from the puck, big ice pad, and when we get our opportunities, take them.